Okay, I'm back. I know it's been ages, but my life's been very busy and I've had a lot of stuff going. But I wanted to talk about why being optimistic is cool and it should be celebrated more in a world full of negativity. Um, I've noticed a lot recently and just in, the past few years is that negativity and misery is magnetic. It's a very magnetic feeling and it's very comforting, unfortunately. But it seems to have leached its way into everything nowadays. And it seems to have taken a hold on a lot of people's lives and really, affected modern day living. Don't get me wrong, the world we live in now it's an absolute fucking state, truthfully. And it's easy to want to be miserable, and I don't blame anyone or any person for feeling that way. Because I've been there, during my younger years. I woke up miserable, I'd go to sleep miserable, I'd wake up miserable, and every day was the same. Every day was a repeated cycle, and nothing changed until something did change, which is the catalyst for everything great, is change. And I'd say within the past year, or maybe couple, I'd say the past year, I've really started to lean towards the optimism and positivity. And I know it sounds so fucking stupid and easy and just like, oh yeah, it's just of course you should. But even when things get tough and things get hard and I'm stressed and I'm scared and I'm fucking depressed or I'm miserable, there's now a voice in my head that says just to keep going and to find the good in every single day. Even, there's normally, even when there is the voice of saying, oh no, just give up, bro, just stop, just quit, because it's easy to quit. It's very easy to give up and to not care and to just want to roll over and just let the world go by and just decompose. You're a walking corpse. And I found myself taking the time and taking the effort to be more positive during my days. During each day I'm just like, oh, I got this to look forward to. Oh, I did this today, I did that. And also I found making other people's day better it's a shared emotion. You taking the time for someone else during the day can make your day better. Me and my boys say we're wholesome maxing. Just wholesome maxing. And I think it's a good thing to stand by, because it's funny. It's funny and it's fun. It's not like, oh, I need to be good today. I'm just wholesome maxing. And it becomes natural after a certain amount of time. Just taking the time out of the day to speak to someone. Taking the time out of the day, if you've got change, give it to a homeless person. And I completely understand why people are fucking spreading misery nowadays. I completely understand it. The way the world is now, it's very scary, and it's, in a way, you're just conforming if you choose to be miserable. And in a way, optimism and being positive is a way to push against the machine. It's a way to rebel in a strange way. And I've always loved punk and the punk ideology and stuff. And in a weird way, it feels like I'm doing that. You know, I'm enacting some of those ideologies to go against the machine, because that's what they want. They want you to be miserable. You know, they don't want you to be happy, and it's really unfortunate. But you know, it is tough. I completely understand. You know, like I said, I used to wake up miserable. I used to go to sleep miserable, and most days I wanted to fucking die. You know, I didn't want to be alive anymore. But you know, I've taken the time, and I've taken the space and the energy to choose, to actively choose to be happy. And I'm not happy every day. The past couple of days for me have been a little bit rough, you know, just, you know, a bit harumph type, you know, that type of emotion. There's no real word to it. It's just, you know. But I haven't let that drag me down to the point that it used to. You know, it used to bring me down to the fucking bottom of the barrel. And now I'm just like, I understand this emotion. You know, I understand what it is. I understand it'll fade and it'll pass. It always does. It always does. You know? So if I was to tell you how to be optimistic in the big 2025 going into 2026, hopefully I'll upload this video tonight probably, is to just take the time. Take the time and take the effort and the energy to actively choose to be positive. To actively choose to enforce those thoughts and praise them. You know, the little kid on the inside here, they just want praise. They want to be celebrated, and they want to be told what they're doing is good, and they want to be told what they are, you know, have done and what they need to do today. And if they do it, they're doing it well, and they're doing it for themselves, and they're doing it independently, and they're a smart child. That's what in here needs, you know. So, you know, you've just got to look at it. Honestly, one of the biggest things that has helped me is looking at it as gaining XP. You know, I'm a huge nerd. You know what I'm saying? Games, you know, comic books, movies, fucking animated stuff. You know, I love it. But obviously, this is to do with video games. The best way I imagine it is every act of positivity that I do for myself or for others, you're gaining XP. You are just gaining XP. You know, you're just stacking up XP, and then you level up. And that level up, you can feel it. You can really, really feel it. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but you can feel a sense of enlightenment within yourself. And you know when you've hit that point, you'll wake up one day and everything will just be bang tidy. Everything will just be cushy, like you just be sat right. Everything is just perfect in that one day. Maybe not perfect, but it just feels right. And that's how you know you've leveled up. I guarantee it. Look at it as a skill tree. You've got, you know, certain skills and certain perks that you have, and you've got to do certain tasks to unlock them. And it takes a certain amount of XP to do that. So maybe it means going and saying good morning to 5 people. Maybe it means helping 10 homeless people whenever you can with anything, whether it's money or food or anything, or just telling them to have a good day, and, you know, just acknowledging them because they are human beings, and anything like that. And you'll slowly unlock your skill tree. But it's not something to look at to be completed, because that skill tree will never be completed. But that's the reason why you keep striving, and that's the reason why you keep going, to be positive and more enlightened and be more involved and absorbed by every day. Not to be distraught, not to be upset, not to be have misery throughout the day. It's not to be like that. So, you know, 2026 is basically here now, and it's quite daunting. but I push you, and I hope you can just take the time to embrace every day, to embrace other people, even if they don't take it, even if they don't want to hear it. Embrace everyone. It's okay. Not everyone's gonna be positive, you know? But the thing is, it's you pushing against the machine. You don't want to conform, you want to be positive, and you want to help people, and you want to tell them to have a good day, even if they just look at you with disgust. That's okay. They'll eventualize. They'll realise eventually, is what I'm trying to say. And, hopefully they appreciate it. But it's not your job to help them conform, they have to do it themselves. So yeah, maybe take this into the big 26, 2K26, bit of a fucking mental one but we're here. And I'm still alive, I just haven't made videos. I've moved house, and it's been a very busy one, truthfully. It's been very busy. So yeah, I'm not gonna promise constant uploads. I'm not. But I'll do it when I can. I upload mostly on TikTok now, and I haven't done that a lot recently. It's just been very hectic and busy. And truthfully, it's hard to talk about certain things now because I'm so aware and past it, which is quite strange. But sometimes I just have to be in the right headspace to speak about certain things. But anyway, besides the point. Take this into 2K26. Be a positive influence and be a positive light on other people's lives. Because even you might be in the dark, but you'll still have the sun on your side. And maybe you can shine a little bit brighter for other people to lighten their day. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great 2K26, and yeah, be a positive influence on others. Make their days better so yours can be better, man.